Give us like a 5 or 10 second buffer, because the restream has to, batten down all the hatchets. Cool. And recording. Oh, sick. Wide shot? Do we have a wide shot? Okay. Open with a wide shot. Okay. Can you hear the music, by the way? Okay. You might need to turn that down just a hair.
Yeah, don't want a copyright strike.
Bro, they strike my channel.
Dude,
it's so dumb.
You want to hear something really stupid? Because I had that Nat King Cole, chest that's
yeah.
As a short, didn't get flagged. But it instantly got flagged when I uploaded as a normal video.
Ugh, jeez. Wait, so was the audio on the video itself, or did you use Reels like music?
I did TikTok's reel. I used TikTok to make it, and then I re-uploaded it.
All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Winter Wonderland 2023.
Yes.
Two Quick Ones. David is your host. He'll take it from here.
Live from the LAN. Live from Winter Wonderland. Welcome back to FTW. Do we know what episode this is?
It is episode...
I want to say 27?
Something.
26?
It's in the double digits.
Double digits for sure. For sure. As you can see behind us, we got a LAN party going on, 16 plus people. And
we got at least 20, I think, right now.
At least 20.
Yeah.
20. And we got a flamethrower, courtesy of Super Scorcher, Propane Super Scorcher. What's the official company name?
The official company name is Super Scorcher.
Okay, Super Scorcher.
The line, some of the line of them are the propane Super Scorchers, which that one is.
Right.
Propane-based flamethrower based off the Boring Company's Not a Flamethrower. It's the most accurate Not a Flamethrower replica available on the market.
Yeah.
Shoots about 6 feet, 500,000 BTUs.
Oof. I don't even know what a BTU is, but it sounds amazing.
That's how
That's a big number.
Oh,
that's one of our custom ones we did for David.
Nice. Yeah. Well, we did it for the pod.
Yep. Laser cut acrylic for the podcast logo. Winter Wonderland logo on the other side. Did a custom dye job on the for the orange.
The FTW.
All stuff we can do at superscorcher.com.
Yes. Yeah. So if you need a flamethrower, and you got a few $100 extra to spare.
And everybody needs a flamethrower.
Dude.
It's winter. You could melt the ice.
If you want to burn something like over there, you need a flamethrower.
Right. You ever looked at something over there like, I wish
I could be here and burn it over there.
If only I had some way to throw a flame.
Right. But yes, exactly.
George Carlin, amazing guy.
Yeah. Flamethrower. Shout outs to World War I. Okay. So... we're going to do some special guest interviews. We have a lot of people here tonight who we used to play video games with, or I should say we have been playing video games with, landing Halo for the last 15 plus years. And they're all playing right now, but we're going to kind of yell at some of them and give them a hard time. But I want to ask you guys, because we're playing Halo 3 tonight, which last year's LAN we did Halo 1.
Right.
And... we love Halo 1, but Halo 3 is probably the one all three of us played the most, and it really was like the big one for us. So my question is, do you have a favorite memory or thing in regards to Halo 3 in that 2009 era that maybe just is special to you about?
I have a lot of
3?
funny stories from that era.
Yeah, you got a funny story you
but
can share
I
with
don't.
the people?
But I'm trying to think of one I want to share.
Right.
I don't know if there's some I don't want to share. They're like funny, but like.
Yeah. Well, I can kick us off. I remember Halo 3 was where we first really started to get competitive.
Oh yeah.
And we know this story because we were how it went with everyone is you were the best in your friend group, then you were the best in your neighborhood, but like if you traveled, that's when you could really test your salt as a Halo player. And I remember the first time we took our friend group to a MLG type local tournament, and that was like a pretty big wake up call for all of us, because we were all like pretty good, but then we went to this, and there was a couple people who eventually went on to be pro and compete in the MLG circuit who were there?
Some of them were already pro, because we went to high school. John and I went to high school with SK Halo God, and I would LAN with SK once in a while.
And Neighbor was there.
Neighbor was there, but Neighbor wasn't pro yet. SK was.
Before we derail, the story goes, for those of you listening, is we thought we were the bee's knees, and we were fine, but we end up going to this tournament, and we just get obliterated 2 games, 3 games in a row, and then we just left Game Clucks with our heads down.
I will say I did not play in the tournament.
That's true.
Your
John
Xbox had red ring.
My
and you had been out of play.
My Xbox Elite had red rings, and so I hadn't been playing Halo 3 for however long it takes Microsoft to turn those around and send them back and stuff. So I sat out, which I probably should have just played or figured out how to practice a little bit or something.
Someone who will not be named really. I think even if he would have used comms, and we still would have had a really hard time.
So I think what it was, because
we're still debriefing. This 18
it's
18 years later after this tournament, we're still
butthurt. To me, what it is the reason why we still so vividly remember it is because that's when it solidified. Comms are so critical in a competitive setting, because me, you, and John, we have such a good ebb and flow, and we have such good gameplay chemistry with each other. A lot of times we don't need to communicate, but as soon as we get that fourth on there, that's not having this weird telepathic gameplay that we have.
We know each other's style of play. So
exactly.
There's just this understanding.
And we can see each other's tag on the map and know what they're doing or what they're going
what they're
for,
trying
what
to do.
Well, that's the argument that this unnamed player was saying. Right. He was because we're you're not calling out their one shot or what. He's like, well, you could see my X, you could see blah blah blah. He was, so he's making the argument that because we do have that visual, comms aren't necessary, and that's absolutely false.
The team of 4 across from us is just. Yelling out like.
So
crazy.
What happens is, we got destroyed, and then I remember the team that destroyed us then got completely destroyed by an even better team, and so it's very much okay, we're tiers below.
Yeah, we got dead last. We got absolutely dead last.
We were eliminated first. We were so me personally, I only speak for me. I was so amateur that, I brought a wireless controller.
We all did.
And it was they're no, you can only play wired. They let you, hook it up, but then it was they only use wired controllers at tournaments, obviously, because of all the connection issues.
Because this unnamed, I will say, unnamed player, when we got eliminated, we're still hanging around. He started trolling other teams.
Yeah.
When this controller was still synced to that console, and he would hit guide.
Oh my god!
And when people were like, "What?" and he'd be like, "No, my controller's it's unplugged," and
Oh my gosh!
So very immature. This unnamed player, he was significantly younger. He's 6 years younger than I am. So we were 19, so he was 12 or 13.
Yeah,
but he could slay out.
That's why he was on the team.
That's why he was on our team.
He was one of those cracked 13-year-olds that could just slay. But
but in a team setting, it's not the same.
When it's something's on, money was on the line, and it just, I wonder what it was something about him. He played totally different that day.
For sure. Any John, do you have a Halo 3 memory? That's mine.
Well, Halo 3 was the first Halo where, you and I, we each had our own Xbox.
Yep. And you bought me an Xbox, I'm pretty sure.
Did I buy it for you?
Yeah.
So that's really, because in Halo CE, we would only have 4 Xboxes and they're all split screening. Halo 2, more and more people started having, they could bring their own Xbox, but there's still a decent number of people split screening. But then by Halo 3, everyone had a monitor and a 360, and we were just going to town. So that led to an issue in our house where the modem was on one side of the house and our bedrooms were on the other. Right. And so without asking my parents, I routed Ethernet through our attic and crawl space and drilled holes into our ceiling. And dropped 2 Ethernet cables into each of our rooms. And I remember just sitting there playing Halo, and my mom comes in and just like looks to the right of the door, and there's just this cable coming down from the ceiling, and she's like, "What is that?" I was like, "Oh, it's just so like we can hook up our Xboxes." She just like shook her head and just walked out.
Oh my gosh, out of control. Completely
Had to
out
have
of
a wired
control.
connection. 360s didn't have wireless built in when they launched, and so it's like,
Unless
what
you
are we
bought
gonna
that
do?
little-
Like, we have to
Yeah,
be
there's an
wired.
adapter.
Yeah, we were desperate for sure, but hey, it served us well.
Yeah.
Henry,
I remember, so that was my first HD console, and I didn't have an HD TV at the time. And John had gotten a monitor, because you got your 360 before I did. And you got a monitor. I was like, oh yeah, that's the move, because it's significantly cheaper than a TV, and it's smaller, and that's what I wanted to put it on my desk. So I got a monitor that was VGA, and I got the VGA adapter. But like, I guess in my like rush to get everything hooked up, I threw away the little audio adapter that it came with that you needed to use when you use a VGA connection.
Brutal.
So I didn't have any way of, listening, hooking to my computer speakers. So for the first several weeks, what I did, because I didn't have a car, I didn't drive at the time, so I was like, I don't know what to do now. And Thomas ended up like going to Radio Shack, getting me an adapter, like
Radio Shack.
and he rode his
RIP.
bike over to my house to like
the
drop
one
it
you're
off.
talking about.
Yeah,
too,
the one.
Radio Shack by
Yeah.
the McDonald's.
Yeah, that's the one. So my convoluted way that I managed to play Halo 3 at launch was I had VGA going to my fancy monitor, and then I had the adapter he gave me, half of it, because it went from the RCAs, but I didn't have the other adapter go to the 3.5 millimeter for the speakers. So I had RCAs going to my CRT TV.
What?
Yeah. So on my computer desk, I had my monitor, my computer, and my Xbox. And then I had next to my computer desk in my bedroom, my entertainment center with all my old school consoles and my CRT television, because this was 2007, so it wasn't that weird to have a CRT still.
Yeah.
So I had I had to turn on my TV to some input to have speakers, to have my
so
audio
crazy.
going. And then I had my monitor like 5 feet away from the speakers, essentially, and I had my headset on. So for the first like couple weeks, it was this like really stupid, convoluted setup that like
That's
I would
wild.
solve in like 5
so
seconds
good.
now by going.
Yeah.
I have so many adapters for everything.
Yeah.
So
That's just funny. It feels like that's like how we were, just so desperate to play video games to make it work.
it's like
and
I
figure
will
it
find
out.
a way.
Yeah.
What I have, I will find a way to make this
Yeah.
work.
Oh my gosh! All right, we should get Lee up here. The mic's gonna be hot. Special shout out to our producer Toby. He came and he hooked up the whole podcast, the 3 cameras, the mics, the everything. So Tobathor, he's one of the mods. He's the freaking man. Lee, get over here. Hello. Lee's always complaining about not being on the podcast. So
Well, Lee doesn't really play video games.
yeah,
So.
I know. He doesn't. Lee doesn't play video games. So
Halo.
Lee doesn't
Yeah.
play video. Lee's a fake gamer boy to get girls. That's what it is.
yeah,
That's my stick.
yeah. That's his,
Okay, so Lee is notorious for not liking Halo, and like he just puts up with it just to hang out with all of us.
yeah, that's true.
So Lee, now is your chance to air your grievances. Why don't you like?
Yeah,
the Halo
why don't
series?
you like Halo? Besides, you're not great at.
60%
Okay.
to 40. 40, I just suck at it.
Okay. So 40% you suck at it.
I
What's the
don't
other
know. I
60%?
I feel like it could. I haven't played. What's the new one? Infinite or whatever.
Yeah.
Can you like jump on ledge, like climb and
Yeah.
actually do? Okay.
Clamber.
they
Like
fix it.
clamber? You mean?
Yeah.
Or
No,
what do you-
like jump on a ledge, actually jump and hurdle stuff, and you're like, what
Yeah.
most other shooters do nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, you need to hold the mic.
closer?
Yeah, right up
Okay.
there.
You know what most other shooters do nowadays? To be honest,
Yeah.
I'm
So
horrible.
you want Halo to feel like literally everything else?
Yeah,
no,
okay,
not
that makes
everything
sense.
else.
No, I get that, Lee.
I just
You
want
know,
to
like
be able
most
if
other
I'm jumping in-
shooters.
if I'm
You
jumping
Make
in-
Halo feel like most other shooters. No, I don't want it to play like everything else.
You want help.
pick
If
your
you
lane.
can't make a
Yes, I want
skill
help.
jump,
Give
you
me-
want
give
it
me- give me that help.
to. You're like, oh, I
need
missed the
that.
jump. Oh, never mind.
But
I
don't
didn't.
forget,
I hit
he's
A.
also
We're
wearing
up there.
a super power suit, and I jump, and the ledge is like right here. He's like, damn, I can't make that.
That suit weighs like 1,000 pounds.
Touche. No, I just.
That's why in Halo when you get punched in the back, you die.
Is that your weak spot? The back of the neck?
Well, once you break your neck, your spine, that's where the suit attaches to, and then so once that's severed, you have
Little
1,000
lore?
pounds of weight crushing you.
There you
That's
go.
that in the lore. That's what
There you go.
happens.
That
why,
makes sense.
That's why a back smack is an instant kill for a Spartan.
Now, to be honest, the only
But
shooter I really
not
like
in
right
Infinite.
now is Escape, pretty much.
Tarkov?
Yeah, that's the only thing I really like.
Dude, I thought about
Because I just like the aspect where you could play it like a shooter and just go bananas and like chase everyone down if you want to, or you could like play the quests, or you could just do like just do whatever you want pretty much.
I thought about installing Rainbow Six Vegas 2.
I wish that still had a line.
Did you guys used to play that?
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we
we all
played-
used to play it.
Did you play it, Lee?
Oh
Yeah,
we
he
played
was
that.
in here.
I
Yeah.
was spending in John's apartment over in the.
Yeah.
That was
Ooh,
like
that
one
was
of Lee's
so good.
favorite shooters
Oh, that's-
ever.
To be honest, landing, that's probably my favorite shooter to do a LAN with. That was so much fun.
I still remember one time we were landing and we were playing on Murder Town. And
Is that where I was wearing too much armor and John got mad? This is
Nah,
the most mad.
Wait,
I've
tell the
ever
story.
seen-
Oh,
Well,
tell
let
the
Henry
story.
Finish. Well, let Henry finish for a second.
So like we were playing Murder Town, and like I got a no scope on John, and it went. It was that one where it's the neighborhood that's like under construction.
Oh yeah.
And so
scoping in that game
everything's
so hard, too.
plywood. So there's you can
Shoot through anything.
You can wall bang everybody. And so like, I got a wall bang headshot. Like,
Jeez.
and John was so livid.
Did you just shoot randomly? Or was it like, I think I know they're in
I
this
saw
area.
him, and you can crouch and you can like hug walls, because then it goes
You
third
can do
person.
that?
Yeah, it goes third person, and so like I watched him because it was like a balcony that John was.
Oh my gosh.
He had to go from one house to another house. There was a balcony and there was like a wall, and like so you could hug the wall that way you could see. So, but it was all plywood, so like in most other levels, you couldn't wall bang, but in
Yeah.
that level, that you could wall bang through
It's
that.
like a
And-
construction site,
Yeah.
so it's all just plywood.
Because most
covered.
other levels too are just like hallways. You're not really going in rooms, right? Like you're just.
What did he
shooting
do
down.
when you wall banged him?
Oh, John probably got livid.
John
John got livid.
was
John
livid.
got livid.
Yeah, he
in
was so mad. I remember we would all get mad at Raymond because he was always tanked out.
But that's the one time John did get mad at me, because in that game it's so cool because you can choose your armor type, so you can either be like agile, and you could like, oh, I just want extra armor on my leg, which is so weird. I want low armor on my legs. I want armor on my chest. So
Yeah.
I chose a real tanky guy, and me and John are having this gunfight down the hall, and he hits me a bunch, but I don't die because
tanky.
John's like, you're playing that stupid tank character.
So like in
What was the
competitive
shotgun
play,
that Ray always used?
what was that?
What was the
Shotgun?
shotgun?
PSG
Ray-
one. No, Raymond. The Boss 12 was way overpowered,
Oh,
but Raymond,
Boss 12.
Raymond would always use the PSG one sniper rifle because no scoping with that thing was insane. Like the auto aim magnetism, whatever, on the PSG one, just like
Yeah, that Spaz 12, you could like,
yeah.
you could snipe somebody across the map with that
Yeah,
Spaz 12, like,
Spaz
boop.
was so overpowered. But like in competitive play, people didn't wear armor at all.
No, because they wanted to move fast.
Yeah, you want to move fast, especially because it was mostly in competitive play. It was mostly objective, so you want to get to the objective first.
Right,
And
right,
so,
right.
like, even when you're tanked down armor, a single headshot
Oh
kills
yeah,
you.
it's still if
So,
you're good enough.
so it's like,
Doesn't matter,
So,
yeah.
pro players are aiming for the dome anyway. So don't.
and the speed difference is huge. If you're wearing
Massive,
armor, it's
yeah.
not even close. Like that other character's just.
I got
sprinting.
real used to not wearing any armor in that game.
Yeah.
It's so funny because even in Halo, Ray would always be the one on our team who sits in the base with the shotgun and like guards the flag, especially when we're doing CTF. He's
Yeah.
he was the reason we won a lot of games because we had someone guarding. Where most like online matches, no one wants to guard.
No, that's
so
like
you
the
just
worst
go.
duty ever.
Yeah,
No one wants
but
to
Ray
do-
was just he
when
just
you're
did
playing online,
it.
No one wants to do objectives. They're like,
Yeah.
oh, you're doing objectives. They're just like, kill.
I always do objectives.
In Halo, you'll do the objective.
Kill
but
confirmed.
literally
Kill
any
confirmed.
other game,
Kill confirmed.
In literally any other game I play with you, you do not. You
Why?
do not.
Call
man.
of
It's the
Duty
most
sucks.
aggravating thing.
But that's what I love about those games too, because you can actually look at it, because they can argue like, no, I was helping you guys. I think you're like, time on objective 0, 0, 0. You're like, really?
Yeah, the stats
were you helping
reveal
out
all.
with objective?
Yeah, we would in 2.0 like a couple years ago now or whatever. At the post game, Henry would always be like, "Dude, you got like 15 kills and 2 confirms, dude. You're killing me." I'm like, "Sorry."
Was it Lee? Was it you or was it John's roommate Kyle? Right, your old roommate in that apartment.
Yeah, it was Kyle. Yeah, Kyle. Yep.
That used the Xbox Live camera with Rainbow Six Vegas too to map your face.
No.
Yeah, that was definitely. That sounds like a cop.
There's actually an achievement to do that.
Yeah, there's an achievement for it, and
Of course, John.
He knows that.
and so like it was the funniest crap because it was our first LAN for that game, and Kyle had like mapped his face going. Just
right.
this
That was
goofy
crazy.
face. So you see some military dude just like, give me the flamethrower. Give me the flamethrower. So I'll show you exactly what it looks like.
It's heavy.
Oh, that apartment was so tiny. We had we had that one big
The
TV
character
too.
select screen.
Oh.
The character select screen just looked like this. Oh shit.
He spilled his drink. We're good.
Dude, Travis used to live there too.
Yeah, Travis was there too.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we got a whole reunion.
Yeah,
happening.
that apartment was, but that's actually, to be honest, before I met John at funny, 3 of us worked at Blockbuster too.
Yeah, did you rent a lot of video games at Blockbuster?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but I was playing them for fun, not like John, who was just trying to get I wasn't renting Avatar: Last Airbender.
Oh gosh, achievement.
I didn't
hunting.
really play like until I met John. I never really did LANs or even played like. He got me into like Mario Party was so much. Mario Party is the most chaotic.
Mario
game.
Party is not a game. That's just.
It's the most chaotic neutral. Like we're playing it and somebody has like 3 stars. They look like they're about to win, and then it's like, "Hey, you tried. Here's a star."
And the worst part about Mario Party is you don't know what random stars.
especially the
Yeah.
newer ones. They're completely random. You don't even like. Maybe it's the most blue star. No, it's like, hey, you did good this one game.
That's why it's not a game. It's
Yeah.
a toy. You
It's
play
a toy.
with it, and at the end, the game's like, you win.
You hit the X
a
button on
toy.
this one mini game.
It's like
Here's a star.
You got the most Bowser. You landed on the Bowser.
you landed on the bad thing.
Yeah, you landed on the most red spots. Here's a star. You landed on the most Bowser spots. Here's a star. It's like, no, that's not how it should work.
You don't get rewarded for playing badly. That's not how life
funny.
works. All right.
But on a lot of them, I don't remember which of them or how
The old
many
school
of
ones
them.
were better. Like
Yeah, I mean, like.
GameCube and earlier.
GameCube was the peak of Mario Party.
Have you seen the video of
Peak.
like? So I think it was one like GameCube or Wii ones where they had Luigi not do anything.
No, they just had him like
Like literally do nothing.
every game.
They like said like hit A, roll the dice, and then like and they win. They win at the
so
end.
crazy.
They are given enough stars from like all the miscellaneous extra crap that
so
like
crazy.
Luigi wins for doing nothing, literally nothing.
So good.
Dry bones.
If Nintendo was smart, they would release a
Remake.
Mario Party
Infinite.
Mario Party Infinite. Have all the Mario parties on it, and they're just like
Oh, that's-
ports, HD remasters.
That's not a bad
So-
because
idea.
they're not big
It-
games
it would-
either.
Well, you know what would be
and
better.
dude, that would sell.
Here's what
they would
Nintendo
sell
would
a
do.
million Switches
No,
from that game alone.
What Nintendo would do, I think, is like how they've been treating Mario Kart 8.
we know they're not gonna
with
do
Mario
anything good.
Kart 8 has like they've been bringing in a lot of old characters. They bring in a lot of old tracks. Mario Kart 8 has been supported now for like 10 years. That game came out like I think 2014, 2013.
So if they did that,
So
Mario
they
Party.
did Mario Party, and it's like, oh,
The 8 sideways.
exactly, because it's an infinite, right?
yeah.
So they could do Mario Party the same way, and they bring in all the old mini games. They bring in a bunch of the old
That'd be sick.
boards.
Yeah,
and then,
all the boards, all the mini games, characters.
I remember one time,
me
like
crappy graphics,
when
all of
when
it.
I worked at Best Buy, I had a manager that was my friend, and she like called me up at like 11 o'clock at night asking if I had Wii controllers to play Mario Party with.
Classic.
And I was like, yeah. And she asked me to come over. And
Oh,
so
she asked you to come over.
it was literally to play Mario Party. With
She asked you at 11 o'clock at night to come over.
Come play Mario
with-
Party.
You needed a Wii controller.
with Wii controllers play Mario Party. And so I
It'd been funny
Ubered
if you didn't
over
show up
there
with them, and you're like-
It's like-
with Wii controllers.
Do you have any
See if
extra
you like-
Joy-Cons? Can I see your Joy-Con?
They were called nunchucks back
yeah.
then.
Or nunchucks, but
Let me see your
the joke
nunchucks.
was still good, Dave. I'll give
But
you the joke was still
no,
good.
like, but what was so funny? We
Did
didn't
she
even
have a
get
couple of Dave Matthews Band CDs?
we ended up like not even playing it because she passed out because she was drunk
Oh
already.
my goodness.
She was drunk and like so she just like passed
You're
out.
sitting there and you're like,
I'm like, well, I guess I'll go home.
Yeah.
Like Mario Party was like loaded up, and she had her sister over, so it was like she only had like one Wii controller, and her and her sister wanted to play.
so what was the
Mario Party.
conversation in the break room the next day?
I mean, it was,
You're like-
I'm still friends with this person.
Oh,
Probably
hey.
neutral.
There was literally
Sorry, I passed out.
There was no, and we ended, she was like, want to hang out, blah blah blah, and they like, make up for the fact I invited you over, you pay money, you Uber over to my house, and then I pass out like right away. So like, I'm still friends with this person to this day, and
Wait, to go back real quick though, did you not play any of the Tom Clancy's lands with us when we did them?
I did not land that with you guys hardly
Were
at
we,
all. I think I
were we
maybe
cool to hang
land.
out with his young self? Was
no,
that
I
what we were-
Where was Dan?
remember one LAN party. It's the same one where Rashard tipped over his Xbox
Yeah.
and he broke Halo 3.
Yeah, left it.
Yeah, let that
ring.
because he had
And there's a ring on it. Yeah,
You
yeah.
had either bought or rented Rainbow Six Vegas to play with us
From Blockbuster.
from Blockbuster that
Right.
was down the street.
Bam.
But you got Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh, you got
And we were playing
Two.
Rainbow Six
I
Vegas
remember
2.
that now.
I believe that. I wasn't like I that game never clicked for me because I remember you guys
We
land
played
all
it
the
a
time.
lot.
But I never.
It's
because even at
Shadowrun.
Halo lands.
Shadowrun.
when we-
Shadowrun,
Oh,
dude.
Shadowrun.
Yeah.
was
Tree of Life,
goated.
baby.
Oh, Tree of Life.
That
was
was
so
Dude,
so
I
good.
have Rainbow
love
Six on my
Shadowrun.
Xbox right now.
I have Shadowrun
I was
right
playing
now,
it
too.
not that long ago.
Shadowrun.
Just
We
doing
might be able to
terrorist
land
hunt.
Rainbow Six right now.
I was so mad to get they tried to do Shadowrun again and they just completely went off like the.
No,
didn't they
they-
try to do it again?
Well, originally it's an RPG.
yeah, it's an
So
RPG from old school.
It's a tabletop RPG, and then there was a couple of console games for like the Genesis and the Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo that were a top-down
But
RPG.
the servers are up right now.
Yeah, you can play
go play
Shadowrun still.
Shadowrun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh, that was so much fun when we played. That was a good land.
And so
too.
like
Yeah,
the
I
reason
love that.
Shadowrun, like I loved Shadowrun, but like it didn't click with the Shadowrun community.
No, totally different game.
because
RPG
It's
Totally
an
different
RPG.
game.
That's
Yeah.
like if
Yeah.
all of a sudden they made a World of Warcraft, FPS. And
I think that would do well, actually. I think that run around with orcs, just like throwing axes and like just your
I always,
gun.
no, so like I always described Shadowrun as Counter-Strike and Warcraft had a baby.
That's actually
Yeah.
If you
Yeah.
that is kind of what it is.
like that's and like
so fun.
I love
Because you play as elves and you play as is it orcs? Is the big one the
it's a troll.
troll?
No,
Ray,
yeah,
Ray
it's-
Ray was always a little
Half
midget.
elf.
Ray-
Rainbow-
Dwarf.
Rainbow's a
Dwarves.
dwarf.
which
There's-
I think is.
What?
No, they're not tanky.
No, yeah, no,
It's-
dwarves.
dwarves are-
dwarves,
no,
they
dwarves
were
are
immune to
tanky.
headshots.
Headshots.
Dwarves
yeah.
were immune to
They're
headshots.
such
Of course, we're headshotting Ray, and,
And,
he's like,
and they could also sap magic from things. So
Yeah.
if you had like
that game
the
was so good
the
to
spiky
land.
thing that would block stuff off, if you had a dwarf over, they would sap the magic away
and
from
you
that
really
faster.
had to work as a team because it would be like if
Oh, yeah.
if you're
If you
all
don't-
like
all the
humans,
spells
it's not gonna
go
work. It'd be
in.
like, someone has
Yeah.
to have tree, someone has to have like a sniper, someone
Yeah.
has to have. Some
You usually wanted to have
ARs.
one human on there because they had more
Yeah.
money and they could
Yeah.
disperse that money
Yeah,
to.
such
the-
a good.
It's such a people are like money. What are you guys like? Money tree of life.
So like, well,
I know,
the
it's
reason
so
the
crazy.
humans have more money is based off the lore of the
Probably the
RPG.
game, yeah.
So like
Nice.
because like in
Trolls
the
ain't gonna have
storyline,
cash.
all the races turned into their like they turned to like trolls or blah blah blah. So they still had just humans, and humans still ruled the world of like the
Nice.
Shadowrun. So they had more money, right?
Almost every game where there's humans as a race, they always are like, they're either really friendly or they're like, we got good diplomacy or more money. That's usually their two. That's like their top two.
Well, like the all the other classes in Shadowrun started as humans that turned into those. Like that's in the storyline.
I didn't know you knew that deep about the lore.
Yeah,
Henry
dude,
knows a lot
it's-
about a lot of
it's
things.
Yeah, that's impressive. Did you play the games?
I played this Genesis game and I played the Super Nintendo game.
Oh, you didn't play the PC ones?
I haven't played the newer PC ones.
They're
have
on
them. I have them. They're
the
on
Game Pass. They're on the
I-
Game Pass.
They are on.
You too.
So
Play video games on the Game Pass. You too. That aren't Halo.
So
and
like,
other
I
things.
mean, here-
Baldur's Gate is not coming to Game Pass.
here's
by the
the
way.
it's not
thing,
going
Lee.
to.
Like, I really like cyberpunk stuff.
Oh yeah, it's so
And
much
like,
fun.
so I have Shadowrun books, and like my haircut is like based off of like a comic book character. And in other haircuts I've had, I've taken like my literal Shadowrun like campaign books for the tabletop.
Wait, you bought the campaign books too?
I have campaign books.
Have you played?
I have had such a hard time trying to get my friends to like set up a like
Shadowrun game?
Yeah, to get
Shadowrun game
I've
would
had
be sick.
Shadowrun books for years, and I used to take them to the salon. They're like, I want my hair looking like this character.
No way, really?
Yeah, that's how-
Actually,
yeah,
to
that's
be
how I
honest,
know.
they're probably glad he brought that to show instead
Oh,
of
yeah,
explaining
yeah.
it. To be
Well,
honest,
Right? No. It was
What's
like,
the name of the character?
No, it was just like they're just
generic, probably,
They're generic
yeah.
like placeholder like
Yeah,
art.
if you're like,
it's just like Dungeons
have
and
you
Dragons.
seen
you know?
Shadowrun,
Right,
the
so
human
you
race?
can't just say
do that
You
for
can't
me.
say that because it's like Dungeons and Dragons. There's no real plot. It's just like an over.
yeah,
you
it's
know,
just
and-
advanced.
It's a world, and
yeah.
and you know it takes place here, right?
Seattle.
Yeah, it takes place in Seattle and Tacoma.
Oh, you're right. It does take place.
Yeah, there's like an expansion for like one of the current games that takes place in Tacoma, and there's like another tabletop or like, expansion that takes place in Tacoma. But yeah, no, I've often used like comic books or like or Shadowrun books for like my haircuts.
Hey.
I remember the first time I tried getting a group to play Shadowrun. I was like really broke at the time, but I'm just like a little computer hacker. So like I got in
Computer hacker.
I got on a Russian FTP and I
Nice.
downloaded all of the campaign books. And it's like, you know what? That's the most Shadowrun way to get
Yeah,
to
that is hot. That's like if they were gonna have you, that's like you do it Shadowrun style, baby.
yeah, I got the Shadowrun books Shadowrun style.
I love it. Lee?
One more thing. Do they know we're even more nerdy? Do they know that you're gonna be running a? Do you tell them about your dungeon master qualities?
No, we just kind of stick to video games.
Well, he's a
more than,
very good dungeon master too. If the people did not know, and we're starting one up soon.
Yeah,
Solid DM.
January.
Solid.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Solid,
guys play
solid.
Shadowrun instead if you're going to be a DM?
Mike reminded
Well, we
me.
didn't know you were this much. I didn't know that you were in the Shadowrun like this.
Our previous Dungeons and Dragons campaign we did, Mike reminded me that kind of where it left off was we had all turned into statues.
No, you didn't.
From Medusa.
We-
No, like almost all of us
Yeah,
had
it
turned
was
into
a curveball,
statues.
baby.
And then we're like, okay,
We had to
when,
make new
when we
characters.
come back, we'll figure out. Oh, it's Medusa. We can't look in her eyes, so we got to figure out how to defeat her. And then John got married, and we never played again.
Yeah, that one pretty much died.
I have a similar story with my
And the
last
campaign just
the
ended.
last
Like,
campaign
okay.
Allison and I were playing in was with my coworkers from the data center I used to work at, and our DM had a baby, and we
Rip.
haven't played since February.
That'll do it.
How dare these DMs have
Having
lives?
families and
Yeah,
stuff
I
just
know.
Don't they
ruin
know they
games.
need to run games?
Priorities.
That's their life.
That'll do it.
Lee, what are you gonna play in 2024? What are you looking forward to in video games as we wrap up the Lee segment? I know you're gonna play Baldur's Gate 3
Yeah, I gotta.
Why
I
do you
want to.
say it that way?
because that's all he talks about.
No, boulders. It's Baldur.
Oh, Baldur's.
Uh,
Oh, not like a
I
boulder,
do wanna
like
play
a rock.
Dark
It's
Urge
spelled with an A.
campaign,
No.
but
Like a
I don't
giant
know.
rock.
I just hope games. I just hope gaming keeps going because it was a rough start of the year. There wasn't that much to play.
Yeah, but
The
it
last few
panned
months-
out.
I hope the Elden Ring comes out with the DLC soon.
Yeah.
That's like my big hope. But I mean, I just hope it keeps just some games keep churning out, baby. I mean, that's and Game Pass keeps rolling. I might play the Persona 3 remake. I mean, not remake.
Yeah.
I guess you could call it kind of a remake. But yeah, then I don't really have a game off the top of my head. I've seen some stuff that's supposed to come out, stuff that's got delayed, but we'll see. Hope it just keeps rolling.
Yeah.
And it was good talking to you boys.
Keep getting bodied in Halo.
Let's
go.
That's gonna happen no matter what. Huh?
Give it up for
All right, Lee.
Buddy Lee 13. Next we have Jay Squatch. Twitch.tv/JSquatch. Am I saying it right?
J_Squatch. But
Yeah, you just gotta kind of eat the mic. J_Squatch.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is correct.
yeah, and we're finally meeting in person.
Finally, for the first time.
You guys have
crazy.
a history.
We have a history, and we've never even met before today, which is
Yeah,
really
it's almost
crazy.
been 2 years.
Yeah, did you bring your
Wow.
skateboard?
No.
Yeah, Henry's
Was I
big into
supposed to?
skating. Actually, we all love skating.
Yeah, we all love skating.
Yeah, he's a big skater. If you go on a stream, you'll see behind on his walls, he has all these sweet decks.
Oh yeah, I have a really cool collection of boards on my wall too.
Yeah.
I have some that are like autographed and yeah, pretty
Nice.
sick. Like I got Jamie Thomas's autograph on one.
That's so
on my
sick.
one of my favorite board designs of all time. It's with the 3 skulls and blood dripping,
so
classic
good.
Zero board. Yeah,
classic.
I got that one autographed from him.
I didn't tell you guys, but did I tell you that I emailed Tony Hawk's management to
No.
try and get him on the podcast? I literally emailed to strictly talk about Tony Hawk games,
Yeah.
So
not anything else. They replied to me.
yeah,
Do you want to know what they said?
what?
They said, Tony cannot take this engagement at the moment. Or something like that. They were
No
just like, no,
way.
it's not going to happen.
Did I ever?
I was like, oh, okay.
So Tony Hawk has this thing with his fan community. I don't know if you're part of it, where he could text you. You could text him.
Yeah, he texts me all the time.
Yeah, and like he gave me like a personalized like happy birthday, and I remember when Tony Hawk 1+2 got announced, right? He sent it out to the text fan community like a couple hours before the official announcement,
Oh.
and because that was the first place that it dropped.
See, look, he's in my contacts. Look, that's Tony Hawk in my contacts right there.
So like when I posted in a bunch of Facebook groups the announcement,
Yeah.
people were like, "Where'd you get this screenshot?" I'm like, "It's mine," and they're like, "Bull!" Like no one believed me.
That's funny.
They're like, and then 9 a.m. hits, and it's announced. And I just responded. People were like, "Well, here it is," and I posted it at 7 o'clock.
That's so good.
It's like, so then I got hit with like people saying, "You know Tony Hawk?" I got so many.
You're like, yo,
People were just
get the
dead
plug.
because all of a sudden it's like this guy looks like a fake screenshot from Tony Hawk, and now it's like Tony Hawk remastered. 2 hours later, Tony Hawk remastered gets announced. So then
So good.
I get blown up like, "You know Tony Hawk? Like, how do you know Tony Hawk?"
So good. Did you play the Tony Hawk games?
Oh yeah, those are some of my favorite games.
Okay, so
Yeah.
who was your skater? Who would you always pick?
When I was a kid, I always picked. I think it was Bucky Lasik. I think because he had a backpack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
man.
always picked him.
Raymond
I don't- just
actually.
because he had a backpack.
Raymond has
Yeah.
met Bucky
Yeah.
Lasik.
So good. You met him?
Yeah.
Nice.
Really?
Well, we can get him up here.
Because
to
he
talk about that. Who
'cause
would you pick?
I always
Who's
play
your
as
good-
Andrew Reynolds. I was actually
Andrew
playing Tony
Reynolds?
Hawk.
Yeah.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the original PlayStation. I was playing that like 2 days ago.
Nice. I always picked Bob Burnquist.
Bob Burnquist.
He was my through every single one, and I think it was it 4 that he might have been removed?
I don't remember when he got removed.
Or
Like-
underground. he
Because
got
like
removed.
at
That was,
3,
like,
I started playing as my own
heartbreaking.
custom character.
Yeah. Yeah.
What about you, John? Who'd you play as?
I was Jamie Thomas.
Jamie Thomas.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Thomas.
Yeah, good choice.
What is your favorite Tony Hawk game?
I mean,
Ooh.
1+2 probably now since that came out. But
Yeah, it
before
is
that,
really good.
Before that, I was 2. That was the one I probably played more than anything else.
What about you, Jay?
It's either Underground 1 or 2, but
Oh, you were
I
in
don't know
Underground
which one.
stuff, huh?
Yeah, like I loved all of them, but Underground 1 and 2, especially like that's when Bam Margera was getting big, and that was like
yeah.
perfect for me back then watching that stuff.
See, I got out of it around the underground stuff, but that's like there's people who are like thug worshipers. They're like
Yeah.
thug is it.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
feel-
really crazy to me because there's still tons of people who love them playing.
Yeah, because there's Thug Pro, the like mod now that people can play online, and like Thug is when it comes to like the actual mechanics of the game. Yeah, it's really really solid. But when it comes to like overall gameplay experience with like a campaign and stuff, I didn't really like it nearly as much. My favorite's 3. 3
Three's good.
is like when it's still classic Tony Hawk one.
Arcadey.
It's like here's your objectives, right, and then 2 minutes get those objectives. But then the maps became a lot more interactive, and I was able to like make my own character. My character looked like me.
Yeah.
And I really really liked that back in the day. So like And then they added the revert, which I felt was like that.
Revert is huge.
That last bit to just really just be able to utilize
combos.
the entire map of like manuals, reverts, and grinds and tricks. You could just do it all. And that one also added freestyle tricks. You could do like Caspers and then like flip it around when doing other freestyle tricks. That was fun.
Yeah, it's good. Jay, what are you looking forward to in the new year? In video games, in life, in anything? I know you just had like a crazy couple years.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But you're kind of almost out of the woods a little bit. So what are you excited about for 2024?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really think ahead anymore.
Yeah.
Cause like I kind of had to stop, you know.
Yeah.
So like to be honest, I don't really think ahead like that. I don't even know what games are coming out right now.
Yeah. Do you like where Fortnite's at?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of playing a lot of Rainbow Six Siege right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
And
We were just talking about Rainbow.
so I've been getting addicted to that, and
I was really into that when it came out. I played that obsessively for a while.
yeah, I did too when it first came out, and I just started. I mean, it's only been like 4 days, but it's like all I've been playing.
Yeah.
Like I played Fortnite for like 4 games, and I wanted to break my controller, and so I just got on Rainbow Six Siege instead.
Yeah. What celebrities are in Rainbow Six Siege? Didn't they?
The Master Chief is in it right now.
Yeah, Master
Chief is in it. Isn't the Diablo girl in it too, or no?
I don't know. Rick and Morty's
Lilith?
in it.
Is Lilith
Wait, Rick
in
and
it?
Morty's in Rainbow Six Siege?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude!
It's
they're
just like guys in rubber
Fortnite-ifying
masks.
every single game
They
right
are,
now,
and
dude.
I absolutely hate that. Like Rainbow Six
That's
used to be
nuts.
like
Rick and Morty and Rainbow Six.
Rainbow
What the
Six used
heck?
to be the bastion of like realism when it came
Yeah.
to like military shooters, and I
purity
absolutely
of
loved that. Like
shooters.
I went into the military. I went into the military right after we were really playing like Rainbow Six Vegas 2, and so like I was like obsessive, and not that there was any real correlation between the two, just like interest wise,
yeah.
it lines up. And so now it's just like Rainbow Six Siege started getting kind of goofy when they added in. I forgot the character's name that had like the weird like electric traps.
Yeah.
I don't know enough yet, but I know who you're talking about.
They added her like a year after the game came out or something like that, and I started kind of tapping out. I was like, oh, now we're getting kind of like goofy because there's like hacking and other stuff in this game, and it's no longer as realistic. And because in the trailer for Siege, like it was pitched as a very like strategic and realistic like tactical sim, and now it's Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
So
Oh gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, Jay, I appreciate you coming out.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're still here.
Thank you.
I'm glad
Me too. Yeah.
that you kick cancer's butt,
Yeah.
and it's really cool that we're connected, and
Yeah. It's crazy. Yeah.
yeah, it's just crazy. And I'm super glad you were able to actually like come tonight. And I
Yeah,
texted him
thanks.
yesterday,
Yeah.
so I was like,
know.
"Hey, we're doing a LAN. I forgot to let you know. I'd love to
Oh,
see you.
come
It'd be
on.
cool."
I know. I thought you were gonna
But-
say it was yesterday too, and I was like,
Yeah.
no, like no way.
Yeah. So no, it's awesome, man. And if you ever come down to Orange County, go to Disneyland. I know you were just in Disney World, right?
I was just
Yeah.
in Disney World, but
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. You can kick it.
I do
hang
plan
out.
to go there. I know somebody there now because of you.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Nice.
he's in the skate community.
Love it.
But like, so I plan to go there often. So I'm sure one of these times,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab some tacos or something.
grab some tacos or something. Yeah.
Something. And you've been slaying out tonight, dude. I didn't know you were a Halo 3 guy.
Yeah, I guess so. Apparently.
Well, you had 25 kills
Yeah.
at that.
Yeah,
at
he
the
was
top
the
of the
stu-
leaderboard.
He was
so,
the one
I mean,
stomping me when we were playing.
Yeah.
Stop.
Wait, what was your name on there?
Chef Thermite.
Yeah, you were like my nemesis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
You kept
I-
killing me.
If you weren't there, it would have just been like creaming everybody.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
wouldn't have been fun for anybody else. But you balanced it out. The team is just
Yeah.
just
good.
Just that him alone just balanced out the teams.
yeah.
I love it.
No, it's fun. I haven't played in a long time. But
Isn't it so good?
I was
just like-
surprised how good I was doing, to be honest.
Bro, you still got it.
yeah,
It's like riding a
Still
bike.
got it. And it's just so much more fun than Infinite.
It was the game feel. That's what it was.
It's the game fuel. Yeah, take more. We have like 8 cases.
There's
so-
like
Yeah, I
there's
can't
some
see
like
him over
legit
there.
energy
8
drinks.
cases
I'm
of-
like
yeah. No, we're crushing. Awesome. All right. Well, Jay, we're gonna tap in these old guys and get them up here. But thank you so much, man, for coming out.
Yeah.
And we need to like play more games together. When they bring back OG Fortnite,
Yeah.
isn't it so dumb that they took that away?
You want to be honest?
Oh wait, you didn't like it that much.
It was one of the worst seasons of Fortnite I've ever
Yeah,
played.
but you didn't like it. You don't like. But you even said you got into Fortnite a little bit later, anyways.
did,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it wasn't.
Okay.
it
I had
didn't-
no
You didn't have the nostalgia factor, right?
Nothing. No.
Which is it's a part
Yeah.
for sure.
Like the game just went backwards. Like
Yeah, yeah,
a lot.
For
exactly.
me, it just went backwards, and I was like, I hate this. I
Yeah.
started playing Apex. I hated it so much.
yeah. No, I get that.
But we'll
I
find a
get
game.
Yeah, we'll find a game for sure. We'll find a game. But all right, man.
Cool, man.
All right.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Henry, do you want to tap out
Yeah,
for a
I
minute?
can tap
we'll
out for a
get
minute,
the old guys, and then we'll get you back up. All right, let's
the
get
old
my
dogs.
dad up here and his best friend, Fezzik. We got Bad Dad and Fezzik here. Fezzik,
Bad
you sit
Dad
here.
and Fezzik.
Yeah, you know Jay. You know the story, right, Dad?
Yeah, oh yeah, we've
Okay.
been following it.
You guys just got to eat the mics. You know how it is, Dad.
Check.
I know how it is.
So for those of you who don't know, this is my father right here
GG's.
who got us our first Xbox, original Xbox.
Whoa. No, wait.
What?
Did he get it for you?
No.
Or did he get
No.
it for your mom?
He
yeah,
got it
let's
for
tell
my
the
mom.
story straight.
Yeah.
Yeah, we want some.
Technically, the box said to Mom
Yes.
from Santa or
Yeah,
whatever.
so it was Christmas morning. The last present that got opened was by my mom, and it was to Mom from Santa, and she opens it up, and it's an original Xbox, and
And
me
we
and
flipped.
David just lost our minds and could not believe what.
and what was the
just happened.
games we got?
Medal of Honor.
Yeah.
thought it
Medal
was
of
Halo.
Honor Frontline.
Medal of
So
Honor Frontline.
Freaking good.
Unreal Championship. And
Because that was you.
That was good.
Yeah.
I like Unreal.
That was the very first game we ever tried to LAN with our Xboxes.
Do you
And
remember
we
that?
couldn't
'Cause-
figure it
I remember.
out.
Because you had it, and you were like, "This game's awesome. You guys need to get this game."
Loved Unreal.
And we were
Yeah.
like, "We can LAN it." So we tried to we connected.
We tried
our
to figure it
Xboxes.
out. We couldn't. We went to Walmart. The guy said, "Oh yeah, you just need this Ethernet cable and just connect them and you can play." It was not true.
It wasn't a
We
direct.
needed a crossover
Right.
Ethernet cable, which Walmart didn't sell.
Of course, and he didn't know what the heck
he didn't
was
know
talking
what the heck he was talking about.
about. Yeah.
He sold you a cable though.
Yeah. He
Sold
did
us a
sell
cable.
See, I had already done that a long time. Doom was my first. Over the you had to unplug the phone and get on there and
Yeah.
everyone would be like, "You're tying up the phone." It's like, I'm playing Doom.
Yeah.
It's like it was awesome.
Priorities.
That was my first experience there.
Yeah.
Priorities. We've been talking about with everyone that's been coming up, Halo 3 and memories from LAN parties and all that kind of stuff. And you guys were from Halo 1 to Halo 2, and then I think a little bit Halo 3, but probably not as much because the game started to get a little crazier. And we were able to like drive and coordinate ourselves because back then it was like we needed our parents to help us coordinate and do things. We couldn't drive.
Yeah.
But do you guys have any memories from those Halo 3 LAN days or Halo 2 or Halo 1?
Oh, yeah.
We did
Oh,
like
yeah.
a decade of playing video games every
Oh, yeah.
month.
We would have cords everywhere. We'd have teams in the family room, teams in the dining room, and we'd
Yeah.
finally, us old guys, we'd get tired and we'd go to bed, and then we'd wake up in the morning, and there'd be different guys there.
Laying
And
on
we're
the
there that
hardwood
morning.
floor.
Yeah, and there's Henry asleep on the hardwood floor, not even given a blanket or a pillow. I used to get so mad at you guys because I thought you weren't being very good hosts. Just
We're gaming. We don't have time to host.
I know.
See, that was the time where I like had a job and was, paying the rent and paying everything. And so I didn't have time to play video games as much as I used to. And I remember these guys, these young whippersnappers, they would whoop on us. And it was like, it's so frustrating. It's like, flee!
Yeah, that was my
every
old name.
time. That's this guy's old gamer tag. And it's
John was Reverend.
John
or
was
Rev.
Reverend. And flee and rev. We'd be yelling from across the room. And it's just frustrating. But it was a lot of fun. I had tons of fun. And that was part of that experience. But I was not the one staying up through, midnight, staying the day before and getting those games. And that to me was kind of a cool experience where I didn't have to do it, but I knew people that did that. And if I wanted the game, I'd give them a few bucks and I'd have the game.
Yeah.
So
your house was one of the few houses that had Xbox Live that I remember first, before original Xbox Live, not Xbox 360.
Yeah, yes.
But OG.
Yeah.
And so I
Yes.
used to love it whenever we would go over to Warnke's house. It was like, ooh, I might get to play Xbox Live. I might get to play. And then every once in a while you'd be like, hey, Dave, you wanna play some Xbox? I'm like, yeah. And that was where I first got to play Halo 2 on Xbox Live. Because we didn't have Xbox Live at our house.
Nope.
We would just play with our
There
neighbor.
wasn't high-speed internet at our house.
Yeah, there wasn't high-speed internet or whatever.
Comcast installed cable, and it ended right on the street that Cedar Crest is on. And so further out south,
Yeah, it
there's no
hadn't
high-speed
made it out
internet.
to our area yet.
Yeah.
And then as soon as it got out to our area, we got it. But then, yeah, yours was
you
Unreal
guys have
on
better
Xbox
memories than I do. I'm
Live.
going like, oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, yeah. So you're reminding me.
Yeah.
Of
In
those
Unreal, I
experiences.
play Unreal Championship. It was so good.
I think one of my best memories is when, I say best, most vivid memories is when Craig Olson came over and he wanted to, he was, I'm going to get an Xbox. And so he went to Walmart, went down, just bought an Xbox,
Yep.
came back, and he opened it up. And it was the red ring of death. He had the red ring of
He
death.
got a red ring on a new
from
Xbox?
the opening. Yeah.
Oh.
So what had happened is
Someone had taken it back.
Walmart, I'm sure one of their employees had the red ring of death, and they just switched
Oh,
it
you think?
because
Did the
none of
old
the numbers
swapperoonie.
matched up. And they said, oh no, this has an account to it. This is, and so they were,
Oh.
and he went down, bought it.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That
and
sounds like
was,
something that would happen to
Oh,
him.
that was a huge deal.
I
That was
know.
huge.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah,
That's
one of the employees switched it, and then they didn't believe him. It's like
Yeah.
it just came down.
Yeah. I have the receipt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's crazy.
so that was not a great memory, but it was definitely
That's
was
funny.
etched in my brain for the
Yeah.
rest of my life. I will remember that. Not a good memory, but
Yeah.
definitely vivid.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I liked how social everything was back then. Because everyone had. That's what's so cool about this, is everyone gets to hang out together.
Yeah.
Again, now we live in different states and different cities and stuff like that. It's still cool. It's still fun.
Yeah.
But
But
not
I
like the old
remember,
days.
yeah, your house, once you guys got this high-speed internet, your house was a meeting house. And there, you're right, it would be 20, 30 guys laying all over the place. And it's like, you'd only know them by their gamer tag.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
came in
And it's like,
shifts.
yeah,
know who you are.
no, you're not Bob. You're Flea.
Yeah.
You're Bin Laden.
Yeah.
I
And it's
think
like,
you and I are the only ones that kept our same gamer tag all these years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
OG, baby.
Well, you were Fezzik,
No,
Or
yes,
what-
I was Fezzik. I was
and
originally
then they didn't
Fezzik
have
on
it on
Xbox.
for Xbox Live, right? So you
No,
changed
I
it.
had it on Xbox Live, and what happened is I forgot my passcode
Oh, brutal.
Oh man.
and couldn't
heartbreak.
remember, so I had to get a new one and change it to Fez Key.
Brutal.
So yeah, but that's the way it works. You know, I should have probably written it down
Yep.
Yeah.
or made 1, 2, 3, 4 password or something like that.
Yep. How's the Sea of Thieves grind going for you guys?
I love Sea of Thieves. I just don't have time to play it.
I know
very
you
much.
guys. I see you guys online all the time.
Well, in the
Sea of Thieves.
summertime or during breaks, but because of this, we've been playing Halo to practice up, get ready for this.
Yeah.
I've been playing a lot of the Harry Potter. I say Harry
Hogwarts
Potter.
Legacy?
Hogwarts Legacy, yeah.
Incredible, right?
Incredible.
It's such a good game.
It is a great game,
Yeah.
and the problem is when I take a break, as you get old, you can't remember how to get on the broom again. It's like little things like, okay, now where was I
Like,
going?
oh, how
That's
did
one
I
thing.
do
Yeah.
that? Have you unlocked the Hippogriff yet?
I have not unlocked the
Oh,
Hippogriff.
you get a broom, then you unlock the Hippogriff. You got to do the quest, and then you get the Hippogriff.
I like
Bro,
the side
flying
quests,
that
man.
thing around is so cool.
I don't like. I like to savor things, so I don't like to go through.
Yeah, do all the side quests.
Yeah, I do side quests, and I
Yeah.
don't want to get through the story because then it's like it'll come to an end.
That's
It's
how I
like,
played it too. I did every single side quest and then the very last one
Okay.
because it's so fun. Because it's a fun game. I'm like, I don't want it to end. I want to keep playing. Yeah, let's do this. Let's explore here. And that game got totally snubbed at the Game Awards. It didn't get like. I think it got maybe one nomination for something random, but it didn't get any like nominations.
Wow.
And it was the best-selling game of 2023. Top-selling game over everything.
Wow.
Totally snubbed.
You know which
See
one I
if
think?
Thieves get any?
And now Sea of Thieves got nothing.
You know what I think should have won this year?
No, I don't think so.
I think NHL '94 should have won this year. That's still
NHL
best game
94.
ever. NHL '94, and I didn't even like hockey at the time. That's how good of a game it was.
Yeah.
That's-
Just
hey.
pure solid gameplay.
Pure
addictive
solid gameplay.
Is it better than Blades of Steel?
Yeah, it's
Ooh,
better
I
than
love
Blades of Steel. I went from Madden 90, 93, 94, great game, and then I got into this hockey that I didn't like that much, and it was just an amazing game. And it was so cool. On the Genesis, they had this thing that you can put in. It's a 4-player thing. You plug it in, and you can play on the same team.
Ooh,
So my
nice.
friend Jeff Tolmie and I, we would play on the same team, and we'd win the
Against a
championship.
computer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And what's funny is we still have that saved, and we still bring it out to this day, and we're like
so
we have
good.
like 575 wins, and so it's pretty cool.
That's so good.
Good times, yeah.
I love it. Well, you guys heading out? You guys going to bed?
Is
going
it
to the
past 8
casino.
o'clock?
Are you going to casino?
Yeah, we're going to the casino and seafood buffet.
Seafood buffet.
Yeah, Red Wind. It's only like an hour away, right?
Easy.
Do they even have the seafood buffet? I can't imagine in
I
this
don't
economy
think
they
do.
even have it.
I don't even
They
know.
probably just nixed it.
I haven't been back, so
Since
ever
the
since
last time we
since
went.
the last
years
time
and
we
years
went
and
years and
ago.
years ago.
Chris
So-
is here.
So funny. Chris is here. Oh,
up,
let's
Chris?
go.
Finally here.
He comes bearing gifts. Look at he's got all the stuff going on. Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, Chris.
I love
Does
it.
Best
does
brother-in-law
does he have his gamer
ever.
tag on the back, though?
Do you have your
Does-
gamer tag on
you
the
have
back?
the gamer tag on the back?
Oh, amateur. Whoa, yeah.
Bad dad. Rookie.
I love how it took both of you like 6 seconds to get out of these chairs.
Hey, that was quick.
They are deep though. They are kind of
They're deep.
Yeah, and we're old. So,
yeah.
yeah. Good times.
Good times. Well, I'm sorry that my dad didn't let me be in your 4th grade class because
I'm
he thought you were a bad
still mad
teacher.
about that.
Yeah.
I'm still bad about that.
But you know what?
yeah. But
all
that's
right.
probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Probably a good thing.
I mean, I turned out all right.
Check
well,
him
you
out.
Yeah.
know,
Did you
I didn't
hear?
go to Wonky's class and check me out.
Did my dad tell you? We can wrap up with this. But did you hear that Jack Black proposed a movie to Nintendo about? It's a Bowser movie, but it's a musical, and it's just Jack Black songs. Peaches, 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 peaches,
Oh.
peaches, peach. And that would be really good, right? A Bowser animated movie about him, but it's a musical, and Jack Black does the music.
Yeah, that would be good.
It would be
by
good,
Tenacious
right?
D.
Yeah, I think
Like it actually would be
yeah.
really good.
Get KG and JB.
What's your favorite Tenacious D song all time? If
If
you have to live on a deserted island and you
Wonder
only get
Boy.
to pick one Tenacious D song to listen to for the rest of your life.
Oh man,
greatest
I would.
song
I would have to. No. Those are all. It has to go. One of my favorites is Lee.
Lee, how does it go?
Oh, it's
Without the
Lee-
mother effing part.
That's the whole part.
That's the whole part. That's what makes it a great song.
Or with karate, I'll kick your. Here to Tiananmen Square. Oh yes.
Here to Tiananmen.
I'm gonna kick your derriere.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you listen. Yeah. What's that called? Lee's pretty good.
Lee's pretty good.
How does that-
Sasquatch? Oh, Sasquatch is good. Okay.
I don't even know that one.
You have to watch the original. The original series, yeah. When it was
Pick
the
of
act.
Destiny.
No, Pick of Destiny. That was a takeoff on that.
School
Yeah,
stuff.
new school stuff. It's like the new Coke. Yeah, not as good.
Yeah,
not
yeah,
as good.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
the original HBO show. If you, for those that have the Max, go watch it. Parental advisory.
Yeah, not for kids. What's
It's
it
called Tenacious D.
Oh, it's just called Tenacious D.
Tenacious D. Yep.
Yeah.
The Masters or something like that. Good stuff. So.
Have you-
None of my favorite songs are the ones that
people know.
That
But
people
not the
know.
popular ones. Yeah.
no.
Yeah. So you don't really like School Rock that much then?
Oh, I did like the School of Rock,
Oh yeah, that's good.
but those weren't necessarily Tenacious D songs.
Yeah.
So
Oh, dude, I got Katie's dad the other day because, I don't know if this is Jack Black though, because there's a La Nina and an El Nino, and I said El Nino is Spanish for the Nino.
That's
Is that
Chris
Jack
Farley.
Black? Oh, it's Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Oh, it's
SNL.
Chris Farley. Yeah,
that was totally
they're
Jack
both
Black.
Jack similar vein.
Jack Black
comedy.
does a similar thing in School of Rock when he says the Santa Marina.
Yeah, the Santa Marina. the three ships or whatever.
Yeah.
He just like butchers all of it. What's your favorite Jack Black
And
quote?
the Dan Marino.
Favorite Jack Black quote?
Any
Dan?
movie, anything. Favorite Jack. We'll start with John. We'll go to Dad. We'll mean
Oh gosh.
on the spot. There's so many.
I
I
think,
already have mine.
I think
Okay, W,
I'm
go.
going to take
Yeah.
W's before him.
Okay, you go.
Okay,
then.
go ahead.
In Orange County, when he goes, I didn't go to college and check me out.
Here's
Is that
what's-
what you were going to say?
Here's
Yeah.
what's sad. I just said that the other day.
Oh man.
I think I'd have to go with. I've had diarrheas since Easter's.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. John.
Mine isn't so much a line, but in Orange County, he's in his bedroom in his whitey tighty underwear, and he does the belly drum.
Yeah.
I do that literally like every day, like as like a reference to that. Just
Fezzik, what about when he sings in Nacho Libre about him, he used his hands to wipe his tears?
I eat some bugs, I eat some grass, I use my hands to wipe my tears. I don't remember that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, you don't remember that?
Encarnacion. Encarnacion.
Get that corn out of my face.
That's another one I was going
But
to
one
pick.
of,
when somebody took my-
one of my other favorite moments is when he shows like the letter or it's a picture of something to Encarnacion, and she's like looking at it, and then he's like,
Snatch.
snaps
He's
it out
so
of her.
good.
That's in her pocket. That's the funniest thing.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go have some toast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Love the toast.
he's a favorite.
Good times.
Yep, he's great. I have like a million. I love in Orange County when he's talking to his brother on the phone. He's like, "I need you to go to the front door and check the mail. I'm expecting a letter. And he's like, in the bathroom? And he's like, no, the front door. And he like goes up and it's
Do I need to turn on your computer?
Do I need to turn on your computer? He's like, no, go to the front door and open it. Look in the mailbox. And then it's like shows from the outside and he opens the front door and he's like just there in his like tank
White
top
titties.
and shorts. And then he's like looks at the mailbox and stuff. He's like, yeah, it's here. He's so good. He's so good. I love it.
Orange County, very underrated.
Super. Fun fact: I've been looking for Orange County on Blu-ray for the last decade because there's no Blu-ray release. 2 years ago, they dropped a Blu-ray finally released, so you can now buy it on Blu-ray. Came out
The
in
question is, did you
2022.
buy it?
I plan on doing it. I
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah,
a big
it's on
fan of
my-
Orange County since it came out in the theaters.
Yeah, you guys
I had
saw
to-
Orange
had
County
to
in the
drag
theater
Warnke
together.
to it to go see it. He was like, "What? Orange
Who
County?
liked it more?
Jack, hands down."
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's not true. What happened was, I wanted to go to this movie with Jack Black, and he's like, "Who's Jack Black?" And so we went. I was laughing so hard, not at the movie, at the reaction that he. Anytime like Lily Tomlin would come in and he'd like bust up laughing, and even on the where parts of where it wasn't supposed to be funny, he was laughing, so I was laughing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a stacked cast though.
Oh yeah,
Because you're just watching
The
it and it's
cameos
like whatever, and then Chevy
are
Chase
crazy.
is there. And you're like, oh my God, this is so
Yeah.
funny. And Lily Tomlin's there.
Lily
And you're like, oh my
Tomlin,
God,
John
this is so
Lithgow
funny.
and
Yeah, people
John
just like
Lithgow.
show up. Yeah,
yeah.
That's what happens when your dad is Tom
like
Hanks,
Kevin
I guess. I don't
Kline
know.
and
yeah.
so many
Oh my
people.
God, I just gave the dean of admissions 2 hits of BAM.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm going to watch that tomorrow.
Look, David, we're the same height.
That
that
is
is
neat.
cool.
Yeah. I've gotten Katie to start saying that too. She's like, look, we're the same height. That is neat. Oh, yeah. Well, thank you guys for bringing snacks and hanging out tonight. And,
Absolutely.
thanks for landing with us and putting up with us all those years of
Yeah.
video gaming.
Jim and I gotta go. We got another rave.
It's
we got a
10
rave.
o'clock here, so
We got a rave we gotta get to.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
We got more games to play.
You got more games to play. Do you want to say your little sign off? We'll get another person up
GGs.
here. GGs.
GGs.
That's how we end every podcast.
All right, GG's.
G.
can you like cut the film so you don't have to film me getting out of this chair?
Just so
No,
we
I
can
think we're gonna get
gracefully-
Henry back up here and maybe
Say goodbye.
should we get say goodbye?
All right.
All right.
Thanks, Toby.
Old man
You
walking.
want to get Ray Ray?
Mic drop.
Thank you
You guys
guys.
are the best. You can just
Yep.
set it on the
All right,
on the
awesome.
couch.
Thank you guys.
What? What'd you say? Yeah. Thanks, Daddy-O.
Bye, Dan. Love you.
Beat everyone. Make sure you beat everyone.
Crush him.
Hello.
Should we get Ray Ray or anyone else?
Don't forget your keys and your phone.
Ray Ray. Ray Ray, do you want to come up here for a minute?
Come up while we sign
We'll
off.
wrap up.
Was talking
Sign off with
Wrap
us.
talking
up.
flamethrowers and propane accessories with Lee.
Yes. You got to eat the mic, Ray Ray. You just don't.
I haven't even been
look
looking at
each
the cameras.
other.
It's been looking at you
Yeah,
guys.
right up here. Right up here.
So what
That's
camera
perfect.
am I supposed to look at?
None of them. Just,
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
you
be
can look it up.
natural.
Okay.
Yeah. So how's
this
your
is
Forza
Ray Ray.
dailies going?
It's a pain
Yeah.
because with the new
Closer, Ray.
Yeah.
because with the new motorsport you have to grind for everything.
Ugh.
Like super
Cars can
grind in
grind
Forza.
now? I
Yeah,
thought cars
so-
weren't supposed to make grinding sounds
For
around them.
people watching who don't know, Ray Ray, as you continue to eat the mic, what records have you hit in your Forza career overall? Like what big where are you at on some leaderboards? Give us your stats.
I don't really follow leaderboards, but like about 10 years ago on Motorsport 4, I was the fastest person to drive the Shelby Cobra around South America.
Nice.
Yeah, Raymond has
So you had
done
the
a
record.
number of
Any
like,
other
records.
That's the only one that I know because when I checked the leaderboard, if you check for what cars people use, I was the only one that used a Cobra that was as high. I think it was 40th.
Dang.
Shelby Cobra.
Nice. So tell us about your Rainbow Six 2 strategy. Rainbow Six Vegas 2 strategy in tanking up and always
what
wearing
was your
tons
build,
of armor. What was
Raymond,
your
for
build
your
in Rainbow
yeah.
Six Vegas 2? Because we were talking about that earlier.
I don't remember. I just know.
I remember.
I remember.
John's got
had-
PTSD from
Yeah,
Raymond.
from your build, bro.
I had woodwind camo. I was up to 100, and I would use an orange vest. That was like the heaviest vest. As far as armor, I think that's all I used.
Well, your vest was like,
It was orange.
you made it orange look like a hunter.
Yes.
Because they didn't have like they had like they were just all like black, you know,
Yeah.
because of tactical vests. But they
Yeah.
had so many customization options for camo and stuff. So he would always like
I
make
thought it was-
himself look like a hunter.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, but a woodwind in an orange vest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then especially since we
You-
do terrace hunt.
Yeah.
And you
Just
were
not
an
hunters.
absolute god with the SPOS 12.
That wasn't me.
That was
Shotgun?
you.
You used it was the PSG one that you were like really
yeah.
notorious with,
Oh,
because he
PSG-1.
used it like a shotgun. Because you're like,
Ray.
when you were within a certain range and you know it was no scope, it was like a shotgun. It wasn't like a
If,
normal
like,
sniper.
I'm going to shoot your ankle and you're dead.
Yeah, it was a one shot.
I remember I was a purist. I would use the FAMAS and nothing else. Like that's the
I used the
only thing I
FAMAS.
used.
The FAMAS was banned in so many servers. People hated it because it was so accurate. Especially if you did
good.
the sprint trick. Do you remember the sprint trick?
No.
If you sprinted and you hit fire, your first shot was dead center.
Oh,
So
I
like
do
if you
remember
were
that.
sprinting at someone and you
yeah,
had
yeah.
your crosshair on them, no without scoping, you're sprinting and you tap shoot.
Oh, it's so broken.
Dude.
Now when everyone's got it,
True.
I remember
True.
every time I joined a server, I'd get 5 kills immediately, and then they'd kick you. Me, like Henry, we would join somebody like random lobbies.
Oh,
and
like a games browser type
Yeah.
thing?
yeah.
And they just kick you like,
They
oh,
would-
you're
yeah.
too good.
People were very specific about what they liked. They liked forced spawns, no explosives, and a lot of
Yeah.
times no FAMAS.
And
Yeah.
I don't remember what pistol I used, but my rifle builds was the Devore and then the P90. And I would use the laser sight, and you would always give me crap about that.
The laser sight.
You're like, I can see your laser.
This game was so
That sounds like something John would yell out.
this game was so influential to Raymond that he now owns a P90 and a Tavor.
Like for real.
Like real guns.
Like real guns.
He has like a PS90, the civilian P90 with the longer
Like the
barrel.
game is over.
Right.
We're doing
Yeah.
real life.
Well, I bought the
guns
airsoft
now.
versions first.
Yeah, that's right. He got a really
Oh,
nice
yeah.
airsoft
Baby steps.
P90 and a
Airsoft,
really nice airsoft
BBs
TAR-21
to bullets
and then
to
he
lead.
got-
yeah.
went
Good.
from digital to BBs to bullets,
Yeah.
and
Dude,
those are
I
both
s-
really fun guns to shoot. Let's be
I
honest. though.
still have this memory. It's like such a vivid kill in my brain. Like I can just see it and picture it. But it was on the MLG convention map. And I'm like lower level, and somebody was like running along the walkway up top, and I just like turned FAMAS headshot like back of the head, and they fell forward, and it was just like the purest, cleanest kill, just one shot. Brah. And I was like, it's still just like ingrained in my brain, like all these years later. I don't even understand how, but I can just like see it vividly.
I have a fond memory with Raymond playing Rainbow Six Vegas 2 because the characters, when you use game chat, their mouth synced up with what you were saying.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so, like, we recorded a video of, like, I made my character just tanked out, and I made him, like, this, like, silvery blue. So he looked vaguely like RoboCop. And so, do you remember this,
I'm
Raymond?
pretty sure that's on your channel.
It is on my YouTube channel. I have a couple of like Rainbow Six videos of like us like just being goofy.
But because it was 2008, you took your cell phone and recorded your monitor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though I
Yeah.
did have a capture card back then, but it was only composite.
Nice.
Yeah, we recorded a bunch of Melee matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember it was so like I wanted to capture stuff so badly.
Yeah.
But the technology, it was there, but it wasn't as easy to access. And so
Yeah.
like Henry was one of the first people who had like a very simple solution to capture. And I think all I did was man, this is how I used to capture gameplay. This is the only way I could do it, was run like RCA, 3-prong out of the TV into a mini DV camera, record it onto a mini DV tape, take that FireWire into an Apple iMac G3, iMovie it, and whatever. Like, that was the only way I knew how to like capture with what we had.
Yeah.
And that's how I made montages and everything. I'd save my clips and then record a mini DV, have it run out of the CRT, and
I
how
had
did
a
it.
capture card all the way back in 2008. I mean, not 2008, 2003. I had a capture card that could do composite and S-video in, but there was delay. And
Right.
I was like 14. I didn't exactly know how to correct this, right? I was like, how do I fix this? And then also you would run out of hard drive space so fast.
Because the biggest hard drive back then was how big?
I was rocking like 128. I had two hard drives. I had an 80 gig and a 128, and I felt like an absolute boss.
Yeah.
And,
And now you can buy an 8 terabyte for $100.
I bought a like micro SD card that's 512 gigabytes for just a micro SD card, just to like put ROMs on, just put PlayStation ROMs onto a device I got for Christmas. Yeah, it wasn't until like 2010, and I was talking to somebody, I think in IRC, and they're like, "Oh, you need to get like some splitters and some couplers, and you can run it to your capture device and your TV." Because I got this cheap little thing for when we were going to record playing Melee, and I was like, how do I do this? It just goes to my TV, my computer. And so I was like, oh, you just need to do this. You split the signal. And I was like, of course. Why didn't I think of that? Just split the signal.
I remember one time when we were having a Melee tournament recording, and John, he died immediately. He wanted to restart the match. And they were like, no, John, wait, it's being watched.
I remember that because it was on Final Destination. I was Fox, and I wave dashed, grabbed, shined him, and threw him right off the map, and he like wanted to quit.
I almost rage quit it. And they'd be like, I'm recording.
I was having a little mini tournament at my house.
I remember that.
It was a little mini tournament, and yeah, dude. I remember like for Halo, before what we would do, because I had my capture device, we would record on a VCR, and then I would hook the VCR up to my capture device and I would play back the VHS tape and capture that.
Yeah.
Which it makes sense. Like I could that was the only way I knew how to do it at the time without having to buy more equipment. And when you're an unemployed 15-year-old,
Right.
Yeah. Just like we
Yeah.
said earlier, you figure out a way to make it work, and that's what we did all the time.
100%.
Yeah. Can we talk a little Melee? I feel like we have like a really interesting history where I feel like I missed something because we played Melee like pretty regularly, like through high school, and then I went to college.
07, 08, 09.
So I went to
06,
college
07,
in 06, 07, and like it was kind of big on campus, but people were playing Halo 2 more than Melee really. But then like when I moved back to the Spanaway area, we played on that big screen TV that had like a busted bulb, and we couldn't see anything, but we still played. But we were playing Melee like regularly, like. But then moved to California in 2010, summer of 2010. Didn't play like any Melee, like at all.
You were
in
achievement
California.
hunting like crazy.
I was, Xbox, whatever. But then coming back in 2016, and I come back to David and Toby, and you guys.
That's all we were playing.
Yeah, that's like all you guys were playing. And then I remember thinking like in 2006 or 7, like, oh yeah, I might want to get like the Smash Bros. Like logo, the circle with the 2 lines, like, because it was like one of my favorite games. Like we played it all the time. And then coming back, and it's just the scene had exploded. People were super, super good. I was like, whoa, this is like not the same like game at all that I
not
was
even
playing
close.
in 2006, 2005. Like, so I don't know. Henry, I don't know if you have like a similar experience to me, because I don't know if you kept playing like all the way through.
No, so like it's kind of similar because like I was getting really competitive with Smash in like 2006.
Yeah.
And I stopped caring around 2008. Similar to playing Halo, I ended up going to I went to a tournament, but not to play. I tagged along with Charlie because Charlie played competitively.
Toby knows Charlie.
And I remember I got some beef with some dude from like my college at the time.
Nice.
Because I was really into competitive Halo, but not so much competitive Melee. I already had dropped Melee. I was like, I don't care enough about it. It's gonna destroy my hands. And,
Yes.
Because you were a Fox main.
Yeah, exactly. I was Fox, Fox, and I played Samus for fun. So I tagged on this tournament, and just in a friendly match, this dude that was always that I was always clashing with, because in our tangentially friend circles overlapping, right? His friend circle and my friend circle, and we just didn't get along, and he just started talking mad crap after he destroyed me, and
Yeah, that's annoying.
and at the next day,
you already won.
At school, he was talking crap. He was like, "You think you're such a Mr. MLG pro gamer, but you got destroyed at Melee." I was like, "I don't play Melee." I was like, "Why don't you play me at Halo?" And he's like, "Well, I don't play Halo." I was like, "Well, there we go, right? Huh? Imagine that. I play Halo and I will destroy you. I don't play Melee. You destroy me.
Yeah.
Go figure, dude." But then Charlie was telling me about how, because he was going to UW in 2007 to 2011 or so, and he was telling me about the scene there. And then when you left,
The scene at UW was
a lot of those people became I became friends with through him, became really, really well established in the Melee scene globally after some time. But then I moved off to the Air Force. Same time you moved out to California.
Right.
So similar deal. Come back to these guys. I'm like, what the heck happened with Smash Bros? All of a sudden you guys are obsessed with Melee.
Yeah, it went like this, and then with I think with the dawn of Twitch and just the internet in general, it went boom. It's crazy. It did become a different game, because even when I came back in 2000, I got back into it in 2010 when I actually went to college, because it was one of the only local games that I could play. I didn't have a lot of online access and stuff, so it's okay, roommates, we got Melee, and I started to see, wow, this game's changing, and so I just started grinding, wave dashing, grinding tech skill, and all this stuff. And then I came back and I was like, yo, Toby, let's play this game. Toby's a gamer. Let's do this. And we both got obsessed with just playing each other. He's a gamer, so he picked it up instantly. But it's a totally different game.
yeah.
They're crazy with what they can do. It's unreal. The what?
Slippy.
Oh, yeah, being able to play online with no lag and stuff is just nuts. So
I have a really very important memory. I'm not going to share it on the podcast, but it involves you inviting me to your house to play Melee, and then stuff at home just blew up. It was a total fiasco. I don't know if you remember. This was 2015 or so.
stuff at my home?
I went to your house, and then back at my house,
Oh, stuff was going down?
stuff went down, and there was huge
Dang.
drama, and we didn't get to play. I was like, David, you need to take
that
me home right
sucks.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, been through a lot.
Ray was Dr. Mario.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing the black doc, and I would always
the
cape
cape,
you.
dude.
How
come, okay, we'll end with this. We'll wrap up because we're about an hour in. But Ray, you're the youngest out of all of us in our little
The
group.
four of us here.
The four of us here. What was it like playing video games with, 4 or 3, older, your older brother and his 2 older friends? Were we too mean to you?
No.
He had to
Okay,
get good.
Yeah, you did have to get good.
That was the thing. He had to get good. There was because I don't know how to hold back. Playing fighting games, playing Halo, he had to get good or not play with me.
The little competitive high schooler in me would always get so mad when I get killed by Ray.
I remember in the Halo 2 days and Halo 1 days landing with Raymond, because Raymond was there the first time I ever played Halo. He was with me playing Prisoner at Chase and Kyle's house. And I remember yeah, he wasn't good, and he had to. But I was already playing a lot of FPSs, so like I was elite out of like my little group, and he had to get good. I remember at some point in Halo 3, it really clicked, where it wasn't a handicap having him on our team anymore. It would be, I would want to play, be like, hey Raymond, I would come home from work, I'd be like, hey Raymond, want to play Halo? And he'd be like, all right, yeah. He would hop on his Xbox. He had his own Xbox, and we would play. It was no longer like the little brother, right? It was no longer that. It was just like, yeah, let's play. He could hold his own.
Yeah, he's of drinking age.
He's like,
right? How old are you again?
I'll be 31 in like a month.
Oh my god.
Shut up. There's no way you're 30. Are you 30? Yeah. When did you turn 30?
Last year.
I'm like 2 years younger than you.
Oh my god.
He graduated in 2010, dude.
30.
2011.
Oh man. That is wild.
Like, that's why those ribs I made were so good.
Yeah, because you're 30 now.
No, because he's got like whiskey in it,
Yeah.
rum, whiskey.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, Ray made some ribs for those of you at home that are freaking good. Like, actually good. I'm not just saying that. They're very good ribs. John, do you have anything you want to say? And we can wrap up the pod.
I just really want to play Halo 3 again
Yeah.
right now.
I'm having a blast, even though we're doing like 5v6s and 8v8s. I was sitting there on Zanzibar, and I'm like, this is so much more fun than playing Halo Infinite. Like, I love how the game looks, how it feels, how it plays. Everyone's having a blast.
Let's do some flamethrower photo ops.
Let's do some flamethrowers. Yeah, I think we should take next week off from the pod, but we'll be back better than ever in 2024. So for those of you who listen at home, Spotify, YouTube, everything, have an incredible new year. Be safe. Play lots of video games. And, we'll see you online.
Sure.
Yeah. GG's.
GG's.
GG's. See you guys. Say it, Ray.
GG. See you.
GG's. See ya. Oh, man. What were we? Hour 12? How long were we?